Hey there, and welcome back to Idle Weekly. Today's game is called Click Legends. And this is version 1.0.1. This is a game by Labyrinth Studios. The same people who made another game that I really liked, called God Awful Clicker. That was a unique game with no rebirth system. This time around they went the paid route, and this game has no cash up. This has a small fee of €2, and you get everything the game has to offer, including smooth balancing, and also a rebirth system. The game does not have a second reset layer, just the one. But I think it has enough content here that you don't really need the second one. Your main currency is soulstones. Each soulstone is worth 5% DPS. 5% extra DPS. And the soulstones stack. The soulstones make your trophies and archives stack additively, in the sense that every extra 100% bonus that the soulstones give adds the same value to your trophies. So for example, past 100% that is. So for example, at when your soulstones give you plus 100% DPS, then each of your trophies usually have a plus 1% bonus to your DPS. But if your soulstones give you plus 100% DPS, then your trophies will give you plus 2%. It isn't visible here, but if you know that it exists, then you can calculate it yourself. For example, right now I have 1,000,000% DPS bonus, aka 1B. So each trophy is worth 10,000%, I think. 10,000% extra DPS. Which is quite a bit. As you can see, I have 56 million, almost 56 million% bonus right now. And another way for you to get bonuses is of course the collections. You will see the little eye thing or circle thing or ball thing that will appear in a moment. But I think it is time for me to rebirth actually. Now about the game's balancing, well, it is really smooth. There are no walls that I can see. And well, personally I would probably increase the health of the 100 path bosses by about 10 to 15%. Make them harder, because they are the 100 path bosses. But otherwise it's fine. The game has this equipment system, so if you open these, you can see this mana here. The mana is every 1,000 mana that you get to an equipment piece on your character. Every 1,000 makes it go up a quality. It would be quite nice if the qualities actually also... I have a lot of these, or it just doesn't open. The answer is that I have a lot of these. Interesting. So you can see I got his abilities or his equipment to orange. Nice. I don't think I even need to rebirth right now. When I open these, I get so much stuff. Oh, blue. That's new. 1200%. 424 million. If I'm reading that right. Nice. Well, it seems that this run is far from over. But you can also use those soul stones for stuff. And that stuff is here, in the soul cache. Now in the soul cache you get these 3 choices here. When you get this, for example, I have this already. If I buy this again, then it increases my level gap from 40 to 60. And it keeps increasing the level gap like that, by 20 at a time, until you reach the maximum tier. So that is something to look forward to. I haven't actually tested something here. I want to see what happens when it goes down a tier. I didn't notice what happened. This is close. So it's 11.6% right now. 11.4. I want to see if there is actually a bonus for qualities as well. Yeah, there is. Nice. So the qualities actually give their own quality multiplier to the equipment piece. But soul caches soul cache items, these 3 are random. When you choose one, then it randomizes all 3. Initially it only randomized the one that you chose, but I kinda mentioned that I told someone that it randomizes them all, and then the developer just rolled with it and actually added that to the game, where it randomizes all 3. And I think it makes more sense because it increases the weight of the choice you're making. And it also makes it more interesting, because all 3 change. So you chose one, and then you get 3 new choices instead of just one additional choice. At least I think it makes it more interesting. Now the game also has your player level. And if you're 2 or more levels below the enemies, then you will get the penalty or the enemies get more defense against you. And the hardened buff, if you're 2 levels below, then the enemies take 20% less damage. But I don't know how it scales past that. I would wager that probably at maximum range, which was impossible, I think. The impossible stage would probably be like 90%. It will make sense, right? But I don't know for sure if that is true. I guess I will find out one day. But so far I'm doing really well. I might actually beat my previous... Yeah, I will beat my previous max level. These auto-open after 5 minutes, which is up from 1. Previously, in the previous update, it was still 1. And yeah, that's how you get extra TPS. You try to get the trophies, and you try to get collections. And each round of collections that you finish, a button appears somewhere here. I can't remember where. And that button is an extra bonus. So for example I get 1%, but I get 1% for each, 1 extra percent for each 100% bonus that the soulstones give. So over time these can become really powerful bonuses, but do note that they are additive. It doesn't, the DPS bonus that is here, that's all additive. So it isn't overpowering, it's just strong. If that makes sense. And another feature of this game is that the affinity. So each time you rebirth, the game chooses a random hero that you have unlocked at least once before, and that hero will be your main for that run. That hero gains a higher chance of getting equipment or the mana for the equipment, and also a 20% DPS boost, but you can increase that boost with this Soul Cash upgrade. For example, it increases plus 42% extra, and I believe that is additive, so it is a flat extra, in the sense that it's 20% plus 42%. I finished the trophy. Gold amount collected. Nice. DPS. Good. I have only chosen 2 trophies that are still rank 1. And this is almost done. Highest stage, it's a bit far. 1000. But I will get there soon enough. I'm currently trying to collect as many soulstones as possible. I thought that I would go as far as 1B, so that's 1 million. Before investing into the soul cash again, but I am occasionally still investing in the soul cash. But right now the run is going so well that I don't want to. I want to reach at least stage 800. I think that's doable. So far the game feels really satisfying to play. It has that just one more rebirth vibe to it, that you just want to keep playing. You want to keep trying to get further and further. So I will definitely keep playing it at least until I have finished all of the upgrades. That's another thing I really like about this game, is that all of the upgrades actually have maximum levels. You can make the maximum level as high as you want, but at least if it's there and it is reachable over time, then that's what I like in incremental games. If you actually have a visible goal, it also makes it easier for me to think about what I want to level, and I don't know. I said it before that when there is no level cap, then for some reason it tends to become more difficult to level stuff. Than it is when there is a level cap. Then I know that eventually I will reach it anyway. Eventually I will level this or that anyway. So I feel better about the choices that I'm making. But I think that's about all I can say about this game right now. Oh, another thing is that these bonuses here. So this here increases your chance to fully shield by 0.5% and the zeros DPS by 25%. These bonuses are randomized each time you rebirth. Every hero gets, except the first one. First one is always this hero's DPS by 75%, but all of the other ones are randomized. So you get a random... So you get a random brand new ability. For example, next time around, currently this is click damage. Next time, click damage of total DPS. Next time it might be crit chance. Or all hero DPS. Or just a flat this hero's DPS. They keep changing it up all the time. In a way, because the trophies are additive, I wish that each rank you reach, for example, rank 1 would be 1% bonus per star, rank 2 would be 2% bonus per star, rank 3 would be 3%, etc. But at the same time, this is technically grindable, so you would be able to get your DPS quite high. So a compromise I would probably go with would be that the rank 1 to 9 are 1% bonus and rank 10 is 2% bonus per star. I think that could be balanceable. And it actually makes the trophies more interesting outside of the ranking up, or the trophies are interesting to begin with, but what I mean is that it would make the trophies more progression. I guess it adds progression to the trophies, is what I'm trying to say. It makes you actually feel like you're progressing through them. Which you kinda already feel right now because you're getting each new star. And the number is increasing. But I don't know. I just feel like it could be fun if at certain rank intervals each of the stars becomes worth more. Just something. I will come back once I have rebirthed, or once I'm about to rebirth, and then I will show you some of the soul cache stuff. Alright, so I think I have reached my end, and it's not because my DPS is lacking, but look at this. The damage I'm taking is insane. 340 damage reduction rating at tier 1 just isn't enough anymore. That's interesting. So stage 1019 then. Yeah, this doesn't work. But I do really like that you can rank up heroes, and that way you can make older heroes stay relevant for much longer than in most similar games like this. But let's rebirth. And let's look into the soul cache, shall we? I'm gonna level this up a little bit. What do I recommend you to do is get damage reduction as quickly as possible, get health as quickly as possible. Definitely also get the starting buff on rebirth bonus. And another useful bonus is definitely this. They're all useful, but in my opinion the most important ones are damage reduction rating, health, starting buff, and this gold multiplier. At least from the ones that I have. But they do help a lot, all of them. But I feel like the strongest of them is health bonus. although damage reduction also helps a lot. Currently I'm trying to get to... I'm trying to get my soul stones to 1B. That means 1 million or 1 million, not percent. So I'm not using a lot at this moment. But I will start using them again soon enough. But that was definitely my most powerful rebirth so far. That was interesting. And I think I have said pretty much everything that can be said about this game for now, in this current version. I don't think they will ever introduce a second reset layer, because, well, I don't know what they would do with it really. Because everything that could be done with the second reset layer is already done here. For example, this decreases the unit respawn timer. And all of these, the tier bonuses basically already do what the second reset layers would otherwise do. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. And if you like the game, then I will have a link to it in the description below. And bye.